Good afternoon. I'm out here with my USP. This is a non-blowback H&K, and I've been testing Dust Devils in different magazine feeds, and this is a different one again. Now the way this one works is when you pull the trigger, the barrel is actually pulled backwards and engages at the top of the actual magazine. So if you can see that little cutout at the top of there, okay, just there. The barrel comes back and there's like a cutout at the top of the magazine, at the top of the barrel, and it pulls back, engages around the BB, and then it's fired. Okay, so it actually encases the BB. Okay, so these are 22 Dust Devils here, and I'm going to see how these shoot through this. Now, being a non-blowback and the way this system works, where the barrel, as you pull the trigger, the barrel pulls back and engages around that, it shouldn't have a feed issue. Okay, now the actual spring on this is quite light as well, so that should help it feed, because Dust Devils aren't actually just round, they've got like a rim round them. Okay, so we're going to take we've got 22 BBs, so I think we'll take 10 at the target, freestanding, 9.5 yards, and then I've got my tin cans down there at 12 meters, and we'll see if we can knock them down. Okay, so we'll take 10, have a look at the target, bring it up, and then see where they're aiming, and then we'll have a go at knocking the tin cans down. Okay, at 12 meters. Okay, so as before, the CO2 is in this magazine, so without the magazine in, this is totally safe. Okay, it's a very basic BB pistol. It's only got a safety there, and the magazine release is there, and that's about it really. It's a double action as well, so there's no single action because it's not blowback, and the slide doesn't move. Okay, so here it goes. So I'm going to put the magazine in, safety is on. And this has got quite a hefty weight. Like it is now, it weighs 1,063 grams. So that's way over a kilo. So that's quite hefty. That's 2.24 pounds a kilo is. So this is quite a hefty pistol. It feels really nice. Okay, so here we go. Hopefully you'll be able to get some video on this. I'm going to try and stand as close to that as I can. And here goes. So I'm going to line her up. And the trigger is quite heavy on this particular pistol, so it's positive. Let's see how they do. Oh, they don't feed at all. They're struggling to actually be pushed out of the... Yeah, right, so that's interesting. As you start to pull the trigger, like I said, the barrel comes back and goes around the actual BB. And as you can see from that, it's refusing to actually go around that BB. So what we'll try and do, we'll drop a few BBs out, a few of the Dust Devils out. So, not all of them. As he chucks half of them down the floor. So we'll go with 10 first and see how they shoot. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I've taken 12 out. Just release the magazine, release the latch, because that locks itself down on this magazine. Just pull that spring there, and it should get it to release. And that's it, it's released. Yeah, a bit temperamental sometimes. So we've got 10 in there now. We're going to give it another go and see if this barrel will actually pull back and go around one of these Dust Devils. Nope, it will not go. The trigger will not go any further back. So basically, the trigger will go to there, and then it jams. Okay, so that has just proven that this type of feed, where the barrel is pulled back and goes around, is not like Dust Devils. Okay, so that solved that problem. What we'll do next, we'll try some copper-coated lead BBs and some zinc-plated daisies. Be back soon. Okay, so I'm back with my USP, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to have another 10 shots at those cans out there at 12 meters. I've just had a shot before, and I think I was aiming a little bit high, so I think I've had a rethink, and I'm going to aim at the bottom of the cans and see if I can knock them all down. From the top to bottom. So we're going to zoom in and see if they do actually fly well. I think they're going to fly. These are copper coated lead BBs, by the way. I've got 10 in the magazine, I've got 10 cans. So here goes. freestanding. That one. Hit that one. Right, that's it. Okay, so that wasn't too bad at all. So that's copper coated lead BBs at 12 metres. I've definitely pulled a couple of those because my breathing was getting quite tight as I was holding my pistol out fully. I just dropped the magazine so it's empty. Yeah, I think I was purely, the misses there was purely me. This is actually a very accurate BB shooter, and it's probably more accurate with Daisy BBs, which I'm going to try next actually, because copper coated lead are generally quite heavy, so you can aim up higher, but for some reason, I mean, this was shooting pretty flat at 12 metres with copper coated lead, so this has got a fair bit of grunt, because I was actually aiming at the bottom of those cans, not at the top, which I'd expect to. When I look at the target at 9.5 yards, they were grouping up here, yeah? So they're still shooting pretty high, even at 12 metres. So this is really, I reckon you could probably shoot out to 15 metres with this, and the BB would probably land more or less centre of target. So anyhow, we're going to pause this and we'll put some daisies in and see how they do on the tin can test. Right, so I'm back with my USP, my non-blowback USP, and I've got some daisy BBs here. They're about 5.1 grain, so they're about 2.3 grain lighter than the copper coat I've just fired. And I'm going to try and knock those 10 cans down there. And I've also put an extra 2 cans at 15 metres. If you zoom in, you can just see them in the distance there. Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try and knock the 10 down, then try and hit them. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to zoom in to about there, just move the camera around a touch so you can see the lot. And yeah, it's not very warm today, it's 7 degrees. This is the third, yeah, the second magazine really, because the Daisy, not Daisy, the Dust Devil refused to shoot out of the magazine, so this is only the second magazine. So we should have plenty of CO2 even though it's quite cold, and we're going to try and take them down from top to bottom. So here goes, freestanding, 12 metres first, and we'll probably aim at the bottom of the cans because these should fly a little higher than the copper coated, and hopefully they should feed better as well. I must have missed that one, let's try again. That's interesting, over the top, or am I shooting two? Yeah. Pulled that one. Oh, clipped it. Breathing's a bit. We're going to go. 22 BBs in here, so I've got plenty to. Oh, put it again. Yeah, right, now for the 15-metre one. I'm going to hit the top of it. What clipped it? Yes, got it. Now I think I might be out. Let's have a quick look. I've got one left. See if I hit the one on the ground. Hit the top one again. So that's pretty good. So just drop the magazine, make it safe. So the non-blowback USP, yeah, H&K USP, is very accurate actually. Yeah, my breathing was pretty bad. I was struggling to keep it steady the last few tins there, so I had to have a bit of a rest, which is probably why I missed a few. The first two I think I missed because I was actually aiming actually a little bit high. Yeah, I mean, this is good. I mean, this is these are quite cheap as well. I mean, they're around about 100 mark. You know, you can pick up for less than that. With the actual trigger, like I said, with the Dust Devils, when I was reviewing the Dust Devils at the beginning of this video, the way this works is as you pull the actual trigger, I mean, this is obviously empty, there's no magazine in it, but I don't know if you can see that with the camera. You can actually see the end of the barrel, but probably not. But as you pull it, the barrel comes back and basically comes back and engages around the BB, and the cutout sits in the top of that, and basically the barrel seals around the BB before the BB's fired down the barrel. So it's a different feed system to all the other ones I've reviewed, which is why I wanted to try it. And I found that the Dust Devils, reviewing what I found is the Dust Devils refuse to shoot out of these because I think what it is, the barrel will only come back so far. It sits on the actual Dust Devil and it won't actually go round it because it can't go between the two Dust Devils as they feed up. Okay, even when I took most of them out, I only put 10 in, it still wouldn't do it. The copper coated lead BBs also struggled with a full magazine, but when I took them down to 10 shots, then it did work, and the zinc coated daisies worked fine. Okay, so I hope you liked that little video, and I think it's just about to start to rain, so it's a good time to call it a day. Thanks for watching.